Sometimes we have to dimension things. Let's do it. I'm going to jump into my mechanical project 12 complete. I'm going to scroll down till I find level 1, callout 1, and I'm going to double click on that. Now I'm going to come in here and I want to dimension this VAV off the inside face of that wall just to make sure it's in the right spot. So what I'm going to do is click on my Annotate tab and I'm going to click on my Aligned Dimension. This is going to be your go-to dimension. So I'm going to click Aligned. Now when I hover over my wall, it wants to find the wall center line. That's because we have it set for wall center line. What I want to do is click the drop down and I want to select Wall Faces. I'm going to select the inside face of my wall. I'm going to select the inside face of my VAV. I'm going to put a spot right here and I'm going to hit Escape a couple times. Now what I want to do is I want to put minimum in here. So I'm going to select my dimension. I'm going to click on 686. Notice that I can override some stuff. I cannot replace it with text and put another value in. Revit won't let me do it. But what I can do is I can give it a suffix of comma MIN, period. I can click Apply. I can click OK. Now what I can do is I can select this little grip here, and I can bring it out here, and I can leader it in. Cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my radial dimension. Now I'm going to select this inside radius. I'm going to pick that. I'm going to hit Escape a couple times. Now, I'm not a big fan of the arrowhead. I'm going to select my dimension. I'm going to click on Edit Type. My tick mark, I'm going to click my drop down here. I like that arrow filled 15 degrees. My text, my width factor, I like that 0.8. I'm going to click Apply. I'm going to click OK. Hit Escape a couple times. That's how I do a radial dimension. Now, of course, if I come in here, I can dimension these off of each other. So if I click my Align button again, what I can do is I can come in and select this inside face here, select this face here, pick a point off of it, and again, I can leader this in, 135. Another thing I'd like to show you is I'm going to go up to my roof plan, and I'm going to go to this dimension. I can dimension off of this as well. So if I click on my Dimension button, and I select the inside face of my wall, and I select the inside face of my unit, I can put the dimension here. Now be careful, but if I select my unit, my dimension becomes small. So if I want to type in 850 and hit Enter, it's going to not only move my unit, but it's going to move everything that's connected to my unit, including this duct, the VAV that was on it, and all the ductwork that's associated with the VAV. So remember, every little movement in Revit does quite a bit. If I moved this a lot, it would have wound up giving me errors. I'm going to hit Escape a couple times. I can select that 850, and you can lock a dimension, but I don't recommend ever doing that. Hit Escape. There's not much to dimensioning. That's about it.